Essays. 1. My school. 1 name/location, 2 features, 3 people/activities, 4 opinion/suggestion. There are many schools in my town. One of them is my school. Its name is Jebs. It is at Pragati. It is just a 5 minutes walk from the bus stop. There are many important features of my school. It is the biggest school in the town. It has 3 buildings. The old building has the school's office, principal's office, teacher's room, a hostel, a computer laboratory and a few classrooms. The new building is very large with over 24 classrooms, a meeting hall, a science laboratory and a library. The third building is the school's canteen. The school's big ground is surrounded by these 3 buildings. The school has 3 buses to bring students from places as far as 10 kilometers away from school. About 1,000 students from nursery to grade 12 study in our school. There are over 50 teachers including the principal and the vice principal. Most of the teachers are women. Apart from the teaching staff, there are also non-teaching staff like bus drivers, hostel staff, and office assistants. About 100 students live in the hostel. School starts at 9:45 with the morning assembly. We sing the national anthem, morning prayer, and listen to important announcements in the assembly. Classes start from 10. There is a break after 1 for refreshments. The final bell goes at 4. Every Friday, we have extracurricular activities like spelling contests, quiz contests, elocution, debates, essay writing etc. My school is very famous for discipline and hard work. I like my school very much. I hope someday our school will have a meditation center. Answer the following questions about this essay, on a place. A. What is the title of this essay? B. Which letters in the title are in uppercase? C. How many paragraphs does the essay have? D. What do we write in the first paragraph of introduction? E. What do we write in the second paragraph of features? F. What do we write in the third paragraph of people/activities? G. What do we write in the fourth paragraph of conclusion? H. Can we apply the same method to write an essay about any other place? 2. My classroom. Location, features, people/activities, opinion/suggestion. There are over 30 classrooms in my school. One of them is my classroom. It is the classroom of grade 5 green. My classroom is in the left side on the second floor of the new building. There are many beautiful features of my classroom. Like all other classrooms, it is also a large classroom. It is rectangular in shape. There are 6 large windows and a door. The walls are light blue and white in color and the ceiling is totally white. There is a large whiteboard in the front and there is a calendar and a clock above the whiteboard. Other walls have charts, diagrams, and pictures. The teacher's table and chair are near the whiteboard. There are 8 desks and 8 benches in 2 rows for students. There are 2 fans and some light bulbs on the ceiling. My class has 24 students, and 14 of them are girls. The captain of our class is a girl and the vice captain is a boy. All the students of my class are under 11. We come to our classroom at or before 10. We use only English inside the classroom. We keep our classroom very clean. Every day, we have 7 sessions. Teachers teach us different subjects in different sessions. They ask us to help one another during the classwork. But once a week, we have our own program. We go to the front to sing, dance, tell stories or jokes, give speeches and act. We also conduct spelling bees, quiz contests, debates, plays etc. in our classroom. The teachers just sit and guide us. I like my classroom very much because it is like my second home. Every student should have a pleasant classroom like this one. 3. My country. Name/location, features, people/activities, opinion/suggestion. There are many countries in the world. My country is one of them. The name of my country is Nepal. It is a very small country in Asia. It is between India and China. There are many features of my country. It has 3 main geographical regions. They are the mountains, the hills, and the terai. The mountains are in the north. It is very cold. The hills are in the middle and it has a temperate climate. The terai is in the south where it is very hot. Nepal has 3 large rivers. The Kashi River is in the east, the Gandaki River is in the middle and the Karnali River flows in the western part of Nepal. There are 7 provinces and 77 districts in Nepal. The capital of Nepal is Kathmandu. There are some other large cities like Pokhara, Butwal, Burganj, Nepalganj and Biratnagar. The population of Nepal is about 30 million. Most of the people are small farmers. They grow crops like paddy, millet, maize, pulses etc. Some grow vegetables and fruits. In the mountains, people keep goats and sheep. Many other people of Nepal work in foreign countries as migrant workers and soldiers. Most of the Nepalis are Hindus, but there are also Buddhists, Christians, and Muslims. They celebrate festivals like Dashain, Tihar, Lahusar, Christmas, Eid etc. All of them celebrate New Year on the 1st of Baishak. Nepal has a different calendar from the rest of the world. I like my country very much for its natural beauty. Nepal should promote tourism and hydroelectricity. It is famous for Mount Everest and its water resource. 4. My favorite festival Tihar. Time/duration, activities, reason, opinion/suggestion. There are many festivals in Nepal. Tihar is one of them. It is my favorite festival. It comes in the month of October. It is a long national festival. The Hindus of Nepal celebrate Tihar all over the country. They celebrate it for 5 days. The first day is called Kag Tihar. On this day, they offer food and worship the crow. The second day is called Kukur Tihar. They give food, garlands etc. to the dog and worship it. The third day is Guru Tihar. On this day, the ox is worshipped. People give food, water, and garlands to the ox. The fourth day is called Gai Tihar. On this day, goddess Lakshmi and the cow are worshipped. Every house lights lamps. The last day is Bhai Tihar or Bhai Tika. Sisters worship for long life of their brothers and brothers give gifts. During Tihar, young boys and girls sing and dance in the streets from door to door, asking for eatables and money. Some people take a chance in gambling during Tihar. People have been celebrating this festival since ancient time. According to legends, Prince Ramchandra of Ayodhya returned home with his wife Sita and brother Laxman after living in the forest for 14 years. The people of the kingdom welcomed them happily with lamps. Every year, they celebrated this festival to remember the happy day. Today also, people celebrate it as a tradition. I like this festival very much because it is a very happy time of songs and dances. But I don't like those people who gamble and throw their money. Answer the following questions. A. Which letters of the title are in uppercase and why? B. How many paragraphs are there in the essay? C. What's the first paragraph called and what do you write in it? D. What is the second paragraph about? E. What is the third paragraph about? F. What is the last paragraph called and what is it about? G. Can we write other essays on festivals in the same method? 5. Dashain Festival. Time/duration, activities, reason, opinion/suggestion. There are many festivals in Nepal. Dashain is one of them. It is a very important Hindu festival. It is also the longest festival of all. Dashain comes every year in the month of September or October. People celebrate this festival for 10 days. Schools, colleges, offices etc. close for Dashain and people come home to celebrate. They clean and decorate houses, and all buy and wear new cloths. The first day of Dashain is called Gadasthapana and people keep seeds in a pot to grow into seedlings. On the 8th and 9th days, people go to temples to sacrifice animals and birds. The 10th day is the most important day. It is called Tika or Vijayadasami. People have Tika, seedlings, and blessings from elder persons of their families on this day. They eat a lot of meat and bread. They enjoy swinging during Dashain and some people gamble too. People worship goddess Durga during Dashain. According to Hindu legends, there was a demon called Mahishasur on the earth. He was very cruel and powerful. He killed people, and everybody was afraid of him. No one could fight and kill him. So, they prayed Goddess Durga to help them out. Goddess Durga appeared and killed the demon after a long fight. People became very happy and they celebrated the victory with feasts. Since that day, people have celebrated it year after year to remember the happiness and they still do. I like Dashain very much because we have a long vacation and it is a time to meet friends and relatives. What I don't like about Dashain is the wastage of money in gambling and animal sacrifice. 6. Winter season. Time, features, activities, opinion/suggestion. There are 6 seasons in a year. Winter is one of the main seasons. It comes before spring season and after autumn. Winter starts from November and ends in February. There are many clear features of winter season. First, the sun rises very late in the morning and it sets quite early in the evening. So, the winter days become shorter than nights. Winter nights are long as well as cold. The cold mornings often become foggy and it snows on the mountains in the north. It doesn't rain much in this season and the rivers are never full. Trees are leafless and bare. Winter season has its own many activities. The farmers grow winter crops. They pick oranges to sell during this season along with other citric fruits. They also produce vegetables like radishes, cauliflowers, cabbages, etc. People wear thick and warm cloths, and even thin people look fat. They love to eat and drink things that are warm and hot. They enjoy having parties and picnics during Christmas, New Year, and Lhusar in winter season. Doctors remain busy because a lot of people fall ill due to extreme cold. I like this season because there are winter holidays, but I don't like it as it's very difficult for small children and the old. Everyone should take care to stay safe in winter season. 7. The computer. Introduction, advantages, disadvantages, conclusion. There are many scientific inventions in the world. The computer is one of them. It is an electronic device and it is a very important modern invention. Its impact is clearly more than any other invention. It has changed the world so much and so fast that nothing can compare to it in human history. There are many uses and advantages of computers. We can use them in almost every field. We can use them in education for teaching different subjects far more effectively by using multimedia. It is possible to teach students in every part of the world in large numbers without using a real classroom. In business, people can use computers to keep accounts, sell and buy products globally very fast. At home, we can use computers to send emails, to find information from the internet, to watch movies and music videos for entertainment, to play video games and to do a lot of other things. We can also use computers in medicine, engineering, research, agriculture, health, and in many other areas. Finally, computers can help humans to be free from hunger, diseases, and poverty as well. With more free time, more and more people can get an opportunity to increase their level of consciousness. But there are also some risks and disadvantages of using computers. First, computers can help develop artificial intelligence to take over all the jobs from humans. This can create a big unemployment problem. Thousands of people may lose their income and die of hunger without money and food. Secondly, computers can divide people into the rich and the poor. A few of the people can become very wealthy to own all the world, and the majority of the humans can become very poor to have nothing. A small part of the population can control and force the human population to become slaves. This can result into world poverty, hunger, strikes, civil wars, and violence everywhere. This will destroy the natural resources of the world along with environment. Most importantly, humans may lose human qualities and values altogether and eventually become extinct. Finally, we have got an extremely powerful tool in our hands in the shape of the computer. It can be used positively as well as negatively. We can use it to create a heaven on earth and also to destroy the earth in a jiffy. The choice is ours. We have to wake up and see it clearly what we want to do with the computer. 8. Summer season. Time, features, activities, opinion/suggestion. There are 6 seasons in a year. Summer is one of the main seasons. It comes before rainy season and after spring season. Summer season starts from April and ends in June. There are many distinct features of summer season. First, the sun rises very early in the morning and it sets quite late in the afternoon. So, the summer days become longer than nights. Summer days are long and hot. It doesn't rain much in this season and the rivers are almost dry. But it is green everywhere because of new leaves on the trees. Heat, dust, and dry wind rule the streets. Summer season has its own many activities. The farmers grow summer crops. They pick bananas, mangoes, jackfruits, guavas etc. to sell during this season. They also produce vegetables like brinjals, tomatoes, beans etc. People wear thin and loose cotton cloths, and even fat people look thin. They love to eat and drink things that are not warm and hot. Children love ice cream and cold drinks. People drink a lot of water and carry umbrellas for protection from the scorching sun. Shops sell fans, air coolers, and air conditioners. Everyone uses them at homes, in offices etc. during summer. Doctors remain busy because a lot of people fall ill due to extreme heat. I like this season because there are summer holidays, but I don't like it because of mosquitoes and other insects all over. They make life difficult. Everyone should take care to stay safe in summer season. 9. Rivers. Intro, advantages, disadvantages, conclusion/suggestion. There are many important natural resources around us. Water is one of them. The main source of water is rivers. Other sources of water are ponds, lakes, seas, and oceans. There are many uses and advantages of rivers and their water. First, we use rivers for agriculture. Because of river water irrigation, farmers can grow more than one crop in a year. Secondly, we use river water for electricity. The fast-flowing river water moves the turbines and produces electricity. Nepal is the second richest country in the world for water resource to produce electricity. Thirdly, river water is useful for industries. Many industries cannot run without water. So, rivers are important for economic development as well. Water transport, fisheries etc. also depend on rivers. Lastly, people need water for drinking, cooking, washing and many other domestic uses. Not only man but also all other living things like animals, birds, insects, plants etc. need water to live. Rivers have many advantages for us, but sometimes, they also bring natural disasters. In the monsoon, it rains heavily and the rivers become full of water. They overflow and cause floods. Floods are dangerous. They wash away houses, bridges, roads, crops, animals, and even people. Every year, many people die of floods in many countries. Many others become homeless and poor. Thus, rivers become the cause of economic loss. Like all natural resources, rivers and water are a wealth. We should manage the rivers carefully and keep them clean and pollution-free for our benefit. 10. Forests. Intro, causes of deforestation, impact, solution, conclusion. Among many resources, forests are one of the most important resources. It is not just for any one country but also for the whole world that forests are very important. In spite of the importance of forests, deforestation is on the rise. The percentage of area covered by forests in the past is decreasing day by day. It is as if our intelligence is decreasing. Greed is the major cause of deforestation. People cut down trees to clear the jungles in order to use the land for settlement and for agriculture due to overpopulation. Furniture and paper industries are also the cause of deforestation. The result of deforestation can be manifold. The people who live near and in the forest areas get dislocated and become jobless slum dwellers around the cities. Animal species and plant species are lost. Some become extinct. Medicinal herbs no longer exist. Soil erosion, floods, landslides increase, and so does acid rain. The environment and ecosystem no longer support healthy life. Sources of water disappear because of little rain. When the last tree is gone, it will be too late. By then, it will be apparent to all that we can't eat money. So many things can be done to prevent this disaster. We can control population growth rate, give environment education, stop tree felling, ban wooden furniture industries, and most important of all, give equal rights to women. But this cannot be so as long as we do not love our children truly. We are destroying the forests because we do not care about the future generations. Once we do, there will be no problem of deforestation. More, we will start afforestation if it is necessary. Or else, nature will do it for us without our help. Man's original home was the forest. It is the forest where he lived in peace, joy, freedom, and fulfillment. Displaced from the forest, he can never have a feeling of security. The more we will have forests, the more peaceful, joyful, and sane we will become. So, let's claim our lost paradise back. 11. The Teej Festival. Type/time, activities, reason, suggestion. Every year, women celebrate the Teej Festival in Nepal in the month of August or September. This spiritual festival is also known as Haritalika. In recent times, it has become more of a social affair than spiritual one. In the ancient times, it was a totally spiritual practice and it served the purpose of the festival. Although it is exclusively for Hindu women, men are also now said to be taking interest and part in it. For women, it is a major festival. The Teej is for 3 days. Weeks before the Teej arrives, women begin thinking fondly about it and their mother's home. New Teej songs are composed by singers every year and are made popular through the radio and the TV. Women in cities start organizing social gatherings at party places to enjoy dancing, singing, and eating much before the Teej festival arrives. All married women get an opportunity to return to their mother's home to celebrate this festival. Usually, their brothers come to take them home. The first day of the Teej is Dar. Women eat as much heavy food as they can and stuff their stomachs and gratify their minds. The next day is for dancing and singing. Women wear their best dress and jewelry and come out into the streets to sing and dance at public places. They sing about their life, its joys and sorrows. By the evening they become totally exhausted, but instead of eating, they go silent without food. This is called Breda or Upbasa. They keep this for the longevity of their husband's or would-be husband's life. Thus ends the Teej, and married women return to their husbands. This is a very beautiful spiritual festival. Everything is logical and scientific. The first day is for accumulation of energy to be spent on the following day by necessity. It is also for the gratification of the body and the mind by overeating. The dancing and singing exhausts their physical energy and releases their pent-up emotions. This prepares women for Upabasa. Upabasa does not mean fasting. The first part Upa means near or next to and the second basa means staying. So Upabasa means staying nearby. The mind in the tired body is no longer able to run far away from one's center now. Instead, as the woman sits comfortably and her body relaxes, her mind comes nearer and at last, stays near her center or soul. She is able to become thoughtless in this way. When there is no thought left, it is the right moment to make a wish. A single thought or wish made at this circumstance has the support of her total energy or prana. This method is so powerful that the wish becomes material with prana energy and comes true. Why the women wish for the longevity of their husbands' lives and not for their own liberation is very disturbing. Year after year, women make wishes for their husbands as a sacrifice, but few succeed because they do not follow the exact steps consciously. The science and technique of making wishes is a powerful tool which can be learned and used for many other purposes. Women should use this tool for their personal spiritual progress as well. Since it is a powerful tool, it should be always used for the good of all mankind. 12. Education. Definition, system, present situation, causes and effects, solution. There are many definitions of education from many people and many sources. According to some, it is a process of bringing the best out of a person. But commonly, we think that education means giving knowledge and skills to students. To educate someone means to instruct or train them for life. Since lifestyle of people depends on a place and time, education may not be same for all human beings. Here, we will discuss particularly about the education given in Nepal. Today's education system of Nepal is different from the old system. Formal education starts at the age of 5. The first 8 years are spent in basic education. From grade 8 to grade 12, it is called secondary education. After grade 12, undergraduate studies of 4 years for a bachelor's degree start in colleges. Then, students go for a 2-year university education for a master's degree. Some go further from Phils and also PhDs later. In Nepal, the present situation in education sector is pathetic. It is one of the least important things for the government. The quality of education is very low because no one seems to be interested in updating the courses of study or revise the textbooks. For example, the last courses and textbooks for grade 11 and 12 took nearly 2 decades to change. We are living in a fast-changing world of technology and information. Many of today's new jobs did not exist a few years ago, and our present education system is not preparing the students for these modern jobs such as in IT sector. This is a big drawback of Nepal's education. As a result, there is little joy in teaching and learning because it has little value in the job market. The reason behind the disinterest in educational reformation is ignorance. The social and cultural values have made the population remain blind. Nepal is utterly traditional. Caste and gender still rule over education. That is why one can find almost uneducated persons with only papers but without intelligence in high-level government posts. If a GRE test is given to them, most will get the minimum score. Public Service Commission examinations here stress on cramming, mostly. Many people are aware of this but have little courage to bring a revolutionary change. Politics in educational institutes murders the very reason of being a student. If there is anything that can save Nepal's education, it's awareness and courage to see and deal with the truth prevalent in education sector. 13. Student life. Intro, past vs present, a day in student's life, good and bad parts, suggestion. Life starts on this earth with birth and one day, it comes to an end with death. During this period from birth to death, we have many parts of our life. One important part of life is student life. It is an early part or stage of life. Usually, it starts at about 5 and can continue for several years. Student life can be of 20 years or even longer. It is a preparation to live the rest of one's life in a better way. In the ancient times, the first part of 24 years of life was student life. During this time, students left their homes and families quite early to live in the ashrams of their gurus. They studied many subjects and learned many skills up to the age of 24. It was a complete education. Today's student life is different altogether in so many ways. One important difference is that we get only a part of education in today's schools. We do not learn how to live life in joy. We only learn subjects and skills to help us earn a living. A student's day starts with self-study in the morning. School starts at 10 after lunch. Students wear their uniforms and arrive at their schools with their school bags. In the secondary level, they learn mainly skills of reading and writing. But there are also many subjects to study such as mathematics, science, social studies, health, environment, etc. They stay in the school up to 4. They have a break in the middle for refreshments. After school, homework starts. A student life is a busy life. Many do not enjoy it. Too many unnecessary examinations make student life difficult and unhappy. It is true that students get an opportunity to make friends during their student life. But at the same time, they are also taught to compete against one another like enemies. This is the unhappy part of modern-day student life. Parents, teachers, and the whole society want them to outsmart others and they obey blindly. Student life does not need to be an unhappy life. A student should compete only with himself or herself. No comparison should be made with others. Students should learn not only to earn but also to live life in joy. A proper student life can end many of the problems of the world.